Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? Today we got the shades on, it's bright and sunny out, it's almost 50 degrees, spring is almost here, baseball's around the corner. I wish I could talk about it, but the Tigers, quite frankly, it's gonna be another long season for them. But I can smell baseball in the air, so it only makes sense to talk basketball, right? That being said, let's talk about Luke Kennard, man. A lot of you guys have been talking about him in the comments. I've kind of addressed him. We've been talking a little bit about him on Above the Rim, which Above the Rim is on JMO's channel this week. Go subscribe to him. Should we be worried how long it's going to get him to recover? No, I don't want to say so. Because what's the point of rushing him back? You know, this is probably going to be something that lingers on for the rest of his career. This is not the first time he's had these knee problems. I don't know if there's a whole lot you can do medically to clear it. You can probably take some vitamins. That's about it. Again, I'm not a doctor. You know, I don't know what it would take to get rid of knee tendonitis. But it's not the first time he's had these problems. Only thing that's good about it is he's not really an athletic player. For one, he's a white shooter. He's the stereotypical white basketball player. He's representing us pretty well. But jokes aside, you know, white men can't jump. Well, unless you're the guy from Milwaukee in the dunk contest. That was actually pretty cool dunk. But jokes aside, Luke Kennard's not above the rim player. Okay, he's not an explosive player. He's not super athletic. He's not blowing past anybody. He's not super fast. He's not slow. But, you know, he doesn't rely on his athleticism. He relies to get off the dribble, come off screens, and get shots up over other people if they're guarding him in his face. So I'm not really concerned with this injury as most of you guys are. A lot of you guys are calling him injury prone and stuff like that. And has he been hurt every time he's come in the league? Yes, but it's not like serious injuries. The only reason I don't think he's been rushed back right now is, you know, I think he's been cleared to play, or he's due back any minute. He's been due back for a while now, is because of where we're at. We're not really playing for anything. And if you put Luke Kennard out there, you put him out there to win. But if he does come back, man, what are some things we can look at? Well, right now, Derrick Rose being out, we need a point guard. And they've experimented with Luke Kennard playing the point guard. This would be a good learning experience for him for NBA competition to come out here and show us what he can do. Him and Luke, I want to see those two play together. Those guys can space the floor out for whoever he will put out there for next season. They can be a 2 and a 3, although they are undersized to play the 3. If Luke Kennard plays well at the 1, that could be the 1 and 2. Again, he's got to prove that he's a point guard, although he has been averaging, when healthy, about 4 assists a game. So that's beautiful to see from a 2 guard nonetheless. So constant improvement from Luke Kennard this season was beautiful. Even when Blake Griffin did come back, his numbers did dip. But, you know, he played better with Blake Griffin this year than he did last season. It's kind of what I go with building chemistry. Building chemistry is how these young guys are supposed to learn and adjust and flourish together. So chemistry with different people is going to help them next season, because next year, you know, there's a lot of question marks going on. We got a lot of holes to fill going into the next season. And as the season ends, we can get a closer and closer look and idea of who we will be looking to get in the draft. And then after that, we can see what we like in free agency, what we don't like in free agency. Even though this isn't a superstar-driven free agency class, there's still a lot of good role players in this free agency class. So going into that, you kind of want to give Luke Kennard some opportunities. So that way, if you feel comfortable with him playing the 1, you don't have to put all your money into a point guard. If you have to draft for it, if that makes sense. You know, if he plays well with Christian Wood and Thon Maker and Dante Hall, then you probably don't have to waste all your money into a big man. You know, it's just kind of stuff like that. So, I mean, you want him to be out there and playing, but at the same time, you don't want to rush him back and re-injure the tendon. I don't know if he can. I don't know. Again, I don't know how it all works. I'm not a doctor, obviously, because I'm doing this. So, yeah, Luke Kennard, he'll be fine. You know, this will probably be something we'll be a little bit more concerned as the years go on. It's not worth trading him away for nothing. You know, he had a lot of interest at the deadline, so trade value will always be there for Luke Kennard. But I'm not trading him away for nothing, because this is only his third year in the league. You know, it feels like he's been here for 5 or 6. This is only his third year in the league. He still can get better. He can still improve. He's still got a lot more to learn. So be patient. And I think that's the problem with Pistons fans in general, is we're not patient enough with these players. You know, we see people like Trae Young, Zion, Ja Morant, Luka, all come in the league, and rather it's making all-star games, competing for Rookie of the Year, making their teams a playoff contender, both in the East and the West. Well, I guess the Hawks really aren't. But point being, you know, Luka, Zion, Ja Morant, all made their teams playoff teams. In a matter of 2 seasons, Luka made Dallas a contender in the playoffs. I'm not talking championship. They don't got enough to do that, but they'll be competitive. And then Zion and Ja are both fighting for the 8th seed. I think Pistons fans look at those kind of people and they want that. And not every player is like that. Players take time to develop. You know, it's what makes those players so special, is that they're that damn good already. They're head over heels above other rookies. There's a reason people took those other players, because they were ready. You know, when you get someone at 8 or 9 or in the second round, they're not going to contribute like that. So it's not a fair comparison. You know, Donovan Mitchell is an exception. It took Kemba a little bit to get his feet wet, but I mean, we made some poor draft mistakes. But you can't put the player that we draft and compare them to other players in developmental process, because everyone develops differently. Now, they might not be as good as that personnel. I don't know what I was saying. But they might not be ever reach that level, but their development stage is different. You know, and these guys might not ever become superstars, and that's okay with me. Hopefully we can get somebody in this draft that will, depending on how high we're drafting, but it takes time to develop these young guys. So stay patient with Luke Kennard. Give him at least another 2 to 3 years before you really want to crucify this guy. And then you can talk to me then. You know, when you're in the league for 4 years, 5 years, and you haven't improved after that, then we can start saying, okay, this is not working out for us. But until then, you gotta stay patient with the young guys. Give them time to develop. So leave it down in the comment section, man. How are you guys feeling about Luke Kennard? Are you worried about his injury? Are you worried that it's taking him so long to come back? Leave it down there. Like I said, Above the Rim is on JMO's channel this Saturday. Instagram, Twitter, DSM members in the description. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.